A second figure, the bull dyke, names a woman who's heavily associated with masculine dress, gender, and desire for other women. Indeed, her name combines both bull, an uncastrated male cow, with dyke, meaning penis. Such a figure appears in the famous blueswoman Ma Rainey's 1928 song, Prove It on Me Blues, recorded after her arrest for throwing an indecent, quote, indecent and, quote, intimate party with young women. Rainey daringly dares her listeners to prove her same-sex desire. And now we're going to listen to the song. So I'll just offer maybe a little reading of the song. So one of the things that's really interesting about it is that Rainey really flaunts her desire. So Rainey describes how she is with a gal who would, quote, follow everywhere she goes, echoing the biblical account of Ruth's words to her mother-in-law, Naomi, quote, whither thou goest, I will go. Similarly, Rainey describes talking to, quote, the gals just like any old man, suggesting that both her ways of desiring might resemble masculine modes of desire, and her resemblance to a man, which is highlighted by her playful confession, quote, it's true, I wear a collar and a tie. But these seemingly straightforward admissions or declarations of female-female desire stand alongside gestures that repeatedly call such forthrightness and expressivity into question. For example, Rainey's life in an all-female or perhaps lesbian world is undermined by the lines, quote, went out last night with a crowd of my friends. They must have been women because I don't like no men, close quote. Here, at first, what sounds like an obligation, must have been women, ends up being a conditional logical deduction based on her dislike of men. So her fellow revelers are also friends rather than explicitly lovers. All this suggests that Rainey delights in creating a kind of translucent closet full of circumstantial evidence, but where all juridical proof is lacking. Every time you look for proof, there's none there.